Hi all. Here I'll be discussing a question which is related to pivot. Pivot is a very common function in SQL. So this question will try to solve using pivot function, and the main intention is to introduce you to give you some basic idea, basic definition of pivot, how it is useful. Okay. So first of all, let me create this table. See, this is the data. If you see, let me copy this first of all. So this is our student table. The data is very simple. I will tell you what the question is. Always before solving any SQL query, at least try to understand at a high level that what data it is. So here we have a student table and we have ID, name, subject and result as four columns. These are the IDs and these are the names, subject and result, pass, fail, pass, fail. So like this, you can have millions of records. So I have taken just three student their result or report card. Now the question is to write a SQL query to display the student name who has not failed in any subject. It means the management or the principal or the class teacher wants that particular student name who has not failed in any subject. It means he has passed in all the subjects. This is the question. So you can see here A has failed in mathematics and passed in physics. So we don't want to display A because he has failed in one subject. The requirement is to display that particular student who has not failed in any subject. So coming to B, B has failed in both the subjects. So this also we don't want. Coming to C, C has passed in both the subjects. So we have to display this C because he has passed all the subjects in whatever he has appeared. All the question is very simple. You can solve this using multiple methods. You can solve this using count function, using window function, and we can solve this using joins as well, self join. But here I want to solve this question using pivot function because the intention, as I mentioned, is to explain you what is pivot. So first of all, I will tell you the basic idea, basic definition of pivot in this small recording. And the next video, the next question, I will show you some little bit more complicated concepts of pivot. Okay. So as usual, like before proceeding with the solution, like how I solve the question, before that, let's prepare an algorithm or flow chart, and then we will translate that in the SQL query. Okay. So suppose if I am representing this data in this format, pass, and this is failed. Okay, suppose if I will represent data in this format. Okay, A, in how many subjects A has passed? Only one subject. I will write one here. A has failed in how many subjects? One subject. I will write one here. Okay, so A has passed in one subject, A has failed in one subject. Similarly, B, he has failed in two subjects. So failed in two subjects and passed in how many subjects? Zero subject. Correct. Similarly, C passed in two subjects and failed in zero subjects, right? So A has passed in one subject and failed in one subject. B has failed in two subjects as has not passed in any subject. Similarly, C has passed in two subjects. Okay. So suppose if I represent this data in this format, so I mean like I showcase this in this format. So do you think it will be easy to solve this question? Yes. How we can solve? Now from this, I will explain you that how we will we will translate this data in this format. Okay, we will discuss about that, and that is what we will see the pivot function, how it can be helpful. Okay. Now, suppose once you have the data in this format, how it will be useful. So here, then we will write a query, we will write a concept here, we'll write a logic that where we will write here like select name from, suppose this is a temporary table where fail equals 0. Okay. If it is fail equals 0, it means that particular student has not failed in any subject, right? You all agree? We can use this query. Okay. And we'll get the output that C. C has not failed in any subject. Fine. So here the main challenge is to transform or translate this data in this format. Once we have this format, you will use this simple query and you can get the output. Hope it is clear to everyone. Fine. Now the question is how to translate this in this format. This is what I will try to show you using pivot function. Okay. So here, try to understand. So here, what we have to do is we have to tell to SQL engine that SQL, I want to count something, correct? Here, if you're showing 1 under pass and 1 under fail, it means we have counted this, right? That A has passed in how many subjects? We have counted it. You have written B, and in this column pass, we have mentioned 0. It means the engine has counted that, okay, B has passed in none of the subjects. Then you have mentioned 2 in this fail column. It means you are telling B has failed in 2 subjects, correct? So overall from this, one thing is clear that you want the SQL engine to count something, correct? No? So for that, what I will do, I will write here that count of a star because I want engine to count something. Hope it is clear so far. Now, then engine will ask you that what you want to count. Okay. So I will tell to engine that I want to count pass and fail. Okay. I want to count pass and I will give alias. I will tell you why I'm giving alias here. And then I want to count fail. Okay. I will write this. Hope it is clear so far. I'm telling SQL engine that SQL please count. So SQL will ask me what you want to count. So I want to count this number of pass and number of fail. Correct? That is what I will written. Count a star for result. Okay. Because in this result column you have this pass fail. Hope it is clear so far. That count is result, pass or fail. And I have used alias. I will tell you the purpose of this alias. Ignore that for the time being. Okay. So let me now use this in my SQL query. So first of all, I will write this count for resulting pass, fail, and all those things. Okay. Now let me keep it like this. This is the one function. Now here I will write pivot, and then I will write here select ID comma name, or if you don't want ID, remove it. I want to display name, and then result means for each and every name you want that in how many subjects they have passed or failed. That is what you want to show, correct? If you see this, for each and every name you want to show the status in how many subjects they have passed or failed. So this is what you want to show. So let me give this. So this is this information you want to show for each and every name. Okay. So that is why I have written here name. I'm telling to SQL engine that I want name and show me this status, that in how many subjects it is passed or failed. But from which table? From a student table, because this data is present in a student table. Okay. Okay. So now on top of this, so SQL engine will understand that, okay, for each and every name, I have to find the count of pass and fail. Fine. So now then use this bracket, and at the last you can write here, select a star from this particular row. Means you are telling engine that whatever you have counted pass or fail for each and every name, display me that. Okay, so let me execute this. So you can see here B. Now if you want to check this output, you will get the same output what I have shown you here. Let me show this first of all. Check this output. So B has passed in 0 subject, failed in 2 subjects. C has passed in 2 subjects, failed in 0 subjects. A, 1, 1. We got the same output, right? So I will try to explain this again. So here we are telling engine to count something. What you want to count? That each and every student in how many subjects they have passed and failed. So I'm telling SQL engine that count, pass or fail. Okay. But this value you want to display in this horizontal columns. So that is why to display this in horizontal columns, I'm using pivot function here. And finally, what you want to display? This name and this is status, pass and fail, which is the column result, right? So that is what I've written, name result from a student. And then I'm telling SQL engine that to pivot this. So now you can see the output is this one. Okay. Now on top of it, I will apply this condition, this one, where fail equals 0. But for this, what I will do, you see here, if I will write this, so now to what I will do to make it clear, more clear, let me write here name result, and this I will keep in one CT expression with CT1 as. Okay, so this entire query I have kept in the CT. So this one from here till here I have kept this in a CT1. If you want to cross verify, you can check. Select a star from CT1. Okay, we'll get the same output. Hope you guys know the concept of CT. Result invalid identifier. Oh, sorry. Yes. Why this is throwing error message? The reason is if you will check here. Oh, it's this one from here. Why this is throwing error message? Because what you are trying to fetch here, this is not result, right? If I will write here star, let me show you star. So now the new column is pass and fail. Okay, so you have to write here name, comma, pass, comma, fail. Okay, so now if you will check this output, it will show you name, pass, fail. Okay, now the total output you will get here is name, pass, fail. Now here you want that particular student who has not failed in any subject, so you write fail, where fail equals 0. It means he has not failed in any subject. So you got the output name C. If you don't want to see this, show this pass fail, you can just skip here and name. And this will show you name only. Okay, so hope it is clear. So thanks for watching. Okay.